Good evening and welcome to the stream. It is Friday, and as usual that means that we have a little Friday stream thing. Tonight though I am alone, as I talked about last Friday. So I wasn't really sure what to do tonight, but I have a few things that I want to do in this game, which you can already see we're playing Warframe. Bones. So yeah, we're going to play a little bit of Warframe. It's not going to be anything serious. So yeah, a few things. We have a mastery test to do, and I also have some other stuff that I want to do. And I also want to visit the gas city for a little bit, because there's things to discover, and we didn't do that last time because we didn't know about it. So I thought about going back there to have a look. But before we get started, I wanted to make a note of that there can be some background noise because again I have the window open, but apparently also it's summer. If anybody was confused, like the heat should have told you, but it's summer, and because of that, that means that the schools are letting out, and here we have the tradition of once you are done with gymnasium, which is sort of like high school level, then you drive around to everyone's home and have treats and stuff there. And we've only had one visit here so far, but they're bloody loud. So if that happens, I'm going to have to close the window, but noise might happen. But yeah. All sorts. Oh, let's get the music off before we go further. So here we are. You can see I've pulled out Saren again, and that is because we're going to use Saren for the test. I am about to take Mastery 26, which, if you're unfamiliar with it, is similar to one we did a little while ago. You remember the mobile control point capture test? Well, this is this is basically that, but now in 3 dimensions. And that sounds horrible, but it's actually not so bad. So hopefully we can do it. Like, if I screwed up, it would be the first time I do it. So yeah. Hi, Mocha. We are going to take some precautions, though. First is putting Mocha to pillow. And then after that, I want to change my weapon, because as you might have noticed, I have Archiplasma on at the moment. And that is because I've been using Saren to do the Prophet Taker, not Prophet Taker, also the Prophet Taker, but also, what is face? Exploiter. So, yeah, I've been using Archiplasma for that. But Archiplasma is a shotgun, and a shotgun cannot have a very big or particular thing, which is this. I want this. Amalgam Serration, the best mod. Also, let's see, where do we even have it? Don't think for bounty. I know I have it on Dexdacra. Let's see here. So, another thing has happened. I got Condition Overload finally. It's only been 2,500 and something hours of gameplay. It is of course not the exact one. I did tweet about it. Oh, not tweet. I don't think I tweeted. I tweeted about it. Like over 100 days of in mission time, not just online, in mission time, 2,500 and something hours, and finally I got that bloody mod. Now I haven't been going out and grinding a whole lot for it lately because I got tired of grinding. And this week I was doing, what is it called? 1 second. This week I was doing syndicate missions, and I was doing a defense mission on Uranus, and I was on the final wave. There was like 5 people left alive, and I killed a Drekar Butcher and saw a gold mod drop. And then I was like, went over and touched it, and finally got that bloody mod. So now I've been able to finish a lot of my weapon builds. There's still a bunch of my saws that are unfinished. The reason for that is that since they introduced Nightwave, I have felt myself forced to not former things. Because if I former things and then a former thingy comes up, then all of a sudden I'm wasting former. So yeah, I'm really not a fan of the former and the guild and item challenge, because it incentivizes not playing the game. Like I have formed one thing, which was during this Nightwave intermission that's going on at the moment. And that was because a former act came up, but there was also Wisp, which came out, and I didn't want to wait for Wisp, so Wisp I did former. But yeah, otherwise I haven't really formed anything since the previous former act, and that's bad. Also the guild items, like I would be done with all my amps now if it wasn't for the guild act holding me back, and that is bad. Anyways, there's a Nightwave intermission. I think there's 1 week left. I think it ends when we get to, what is it called? TennoCon, which I think is next weekend. So I can still get in and get some stuff. And this week there is the Wisp Gaiath helmet. So if you haven't gotten that, you can pick it up this week. As you can see here, the first thing you get is Nora creds, so you will be able to get that unless you've already wasted them. And if you haven't gotten up to, I think if you are above 6, I think you can still reach the end if you haven't done your acts this week yet. But it's going to be tight. There's no like enemies to grind off of this time. You can make 4 or 4.5, I think, acts in a week with all the standing. So that's including also the dailies. So there's some from this week that is going to be missing. But as you can see, I'm just about to break into the Eidolon Ephemera. Still have a couple of things left, so we're probably gonna try to get that tonight just to have it, though I'm not really rushing because I'm going to be doing it with Moo tomorrow, so yeah. Alright, so mastery test. So let's do it. I have Sonus Prime,
You're fast, Tenno, but are you nimble enough to capture each one of these mobile control points?
Ah, yeah. Bugger. If they get you once... Let's go and grab this one over here. I'm going to mainly ignore the enemies. The real bastards are probably the scorpions. Because they can pull you down. Can we get it before it goes over? Yes, we can. This one is the one that goes a little faster. Oh. Ah, you bugger. Needs to catch it at an end, pretty much. Because it goes back and forth. There we go. Well, let's get over to another one. The reason I'm picking Saren is that Saren is fairly fast on her own. She has the molt that can make her faster. The molt can have, what is it called? Regenerative molt, the augment. Which also means she has sustain. And then also the molt provides a target dummy that enemies will focus on, so it also takes the heat off of you. And done.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete.
New loadout slot. So, yeah, new loadout. That's going to go to Wisp, strangely enough. More. Just answer here. I'm not sure I've not been here yet. So, Silvershade. Now that means that currently, with the current accessible mastery in the game, we are one rank away from being max. Yay! So, that is mastery 26. So, let's go down here. Let's say hello to Mocha. And then let's hop over here. I really love that they gave them like collision boxes now. So like, Papa decides, no, you're not leaving this room now. Alright, so we're gonna use that spot right away. So let's see. Let's duplicate this one. I wish there was a little bit better like way of moving things around, because yeah. Oh yeah, I picked up the Prismagorgon last time Barrow came around because I got a Gorgon ribbon, which is actually quite nice. I wanted to get that, and I was gonna pick it up at TennoCon, but well, managed to get it before. This week there's the Prisma Obex, which is pretty good, but again, TennoCon is in a week, so we don't really need to wait. So here, let's see. Wait, no, not randomized. That is not the button that I wanted to use. Never press randomize. Never ever. It doesn't matter in this case, this specific case. Copy from. Yes. Okay. Let's see, where should we put? Feel like below Mighty Move? Or should it be below Musical Move? There we go. Why is Amalgamove down here? That makes no sense. Amalgamove should be up there. Because that is a prime. So we should move that. So let's do Bloody Bish. And there we go. So then we have musical, that is the next one, and then we come with the next. We'll get to things in a moment. There we go. Copy from. Okay, so then this should be Mighty. That. BDS. Copy from. Alright. It's always a little bothersome. That's why I wish they had like a list and you could then just like drag them up and down, but that would be maybe too much to ask for. What are we on now? We're here. Where do we want to put Amalgamove? Feel like either after or before Mesmer. Let's put after. So copy from. There we go. So yeah, what I do is I have my primes on top and my non-primes on bottom, and that's just the way I organize it. And several of these down here that I'm hoping will move. I have to wait for the primes to come out though. Alright, let's set up a build. So we want Wisp. There is Wisp. And yes, I do have the helmet. And I'm tempted to use this helmet, but I do like the thick neck scarf and I do like the long danglies. So I kind of like this helmet more, even though this head is really pretty. So yeah, I haven't really decided one way or the other, but this is my Wisp for now. Now let's think about weapons. I don't know which melee weapon to use, so I'm going to use this one for now, because it has condition overload, and it is also one of the weapons that I'm not using at the moment. Levantine, which means the wounding wand or the damage twig. Hi Sean. Mumu. Let's see, for secondaries, what do we have? Cyanex is new, but I don't have neither a potato nor former in it, again because of the acts. Otherwise I would have, but it's kind of interesting. I kind of like it together with, what is it called, with glaive style weapons, because it is sort of a fire and forget weapon where you just aim in a general direction and things fall over. So interesting. It has like homing bullets unless you use the alternate fire. Okay. So yeah, the standard fire is an automatic shot that has homing properties, and then the alternate fire shoots your remaining clip, similar to the Pandero. And I think it has some different damage distributions for that, but I can't remember precisely. What should we use? Spectra is good, but I don't have any like former on it at the moment. I tend to use the Soupy. They upgraded the gaze chamber, by the way. If you know the Adamus speciality is that it changed the, what is it called, the beam to additional targets. They gave the gaze a mini version of that, so now this will change as well. Not to as many targets, but in exchange for that you can make it what you want. So yeah, I like it. Could use the Vacor. The Vacor Merlock is a very satisfying pistol. And then the primary. Need something that makes us Sumi. I did pick up the Stradivar Prime, which is interesting. I do kind of prefer the Tiburon Prime, but it is quite good. Maybe bring it along. It is available at the moment. Yeah, let's take that. I'm gonna do other things with like give other weapons, but at a time when I don't sit here and mumble. So the other thing that I wanted to do here is little Mocha. Mocha has been little for quite a while, and it's also has a tendency to do that, run between my legs. Mocha, Mocha, come back! Don't run away. But yeah, I think it's time that Mocha goes to pillow, apparently. Silly Mocha. The only problem with the long danglers is that it does cause a lot of clipping. Right. For a second I saw something. So we are going to mature Mocha. Let Mocha grow up. there is a fully grown Mocha. Who right away goes to pillow. Mocha's a big papa now. Because I wanted to bring Mocha along, so yeah. Also, there's one more thing that we should do. First of all, I'm interested here. What if we go there and then say copy Warframe colors? That actually kind of works. That does kind of work. The effect on the blade has a weird color though. Like, I do not have green anywhere. Why is this green? Anyways, let's keep the default for now. Let's pick Mocha. So, let's see here. Mocha is a helminth charger, which means that we have proboscis and tremble. Whips out a proboscis at an enemy within 15 meters, pulling them back and dealing 25 damage. The helminth charger rushes an enemy, dealing 35 damage to all in its path. I think that's similar to the to Amber. What does it change? It changes the range and the damage. Tremble 35 160. Might as well. Alright. Let's give Mocha a potato. And then we need to put some mods on here. The most important is we need to have some health. And let's see, we have 50 base armor. It's not a huge amount of armor we get with Ling armor. Let's do armor. I would really like to bring animal instinct. But that might cause problems for, what is it called? Using other mods. Do we have regular animal instinct? That saves us 5. That means we can put on bite or maul. Probably maul. Alright, so that'll have to do for now. Now, pets generally need a lot of forma, so Mocha's not going to be fully powered for quite a while. But that's okay. Because we can start chipping away at it, and then when a forma act comes up, we can always do some there. So, let's get going. So, a couple of things that I wanted to check out is here on Jupiter we have the new tile set, and I wanted to check out the capture we are going to check out, and I also want to check out the sabotage. This is not the right one though. We might not have an actual sabotage node, which means we will have to use special nodes for it, which means we might not be able to do it on the stream. Let's do the capture. Because with the different tile set, And there's some certain missions that is different. Like in the original Gas City, you ran in and deposited a data mass, and then proceeded to a power core that you then blew up. Oh,
We received intel that
this is
somebody
one of
idled
the good
operations
ones.
is here. Find
The
them
Y
and capture
landing.
them.
This has a special
We'll
thing.
need to be careful.
So, Stradivar is fairly standard. It's sort of similar to the Tiburon, but a little different. It has the automatic mode and it has the semi-automatic mode. Semi-automatic, of course, single bullet.
We cannot let our target
And
know
the difference
we're
is that
track
the
them down.
semi-automatic just has increased stats. So, fewer bullets, but instead you get better stats on it. So, while the Tiburon switches between like things that fits for semi, things that fits for automatic, then this just is a plain upgrade, and that's where they differ. Also, this is slash focused, while the Tiburon Prime is what is it called?
Keep
Is
going. Nobody knows you're here.
puncture focused. Now, in these tile sets, you'll find these weird hatches which has a symbol on them. Keep an eye out for those. Or for these doors. That's how to see with the light. There we go. So you can see here an orange door which has an orange hologram on top, and you can see triangle, half circle, square. Square, the one we saw up there, was half circle. You need to press them in the right order. The last one is down here, but you can't press them now because they're closed. So we need to open them, and to do that you need to find this thing. You can see it from the red glow. They're usually hidden in some weird, not so easy to find place. Shoot that. Shoot him. And then we need to press them in order. So it's a good idea to recon the area, because when we press it, it's going to do that. We're now on a time limit. Press that one. Now we just need the last one. And there we go. And you will find these secret sentient laboratories where we don't know what's going on in there, but stuff is happening. And then there's also this very important purple locker. Now, I have tested it out. The capturas that you get are randomized, so you don't need to find all the different chambers of these. You can get them from different chambers. I don't know if they have a pool that they drop from, or if they just drop a random of all of them. That's harder to determine, but figure out a couple of rooms and start farming them. So just while you're playing in the gas city, basically go around and like pay attention to that orange door or the hatches. They're fairly easy to find.
Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to
I
the
like
extraction
Mocha.
point. Well done. Change of plans. Ignore
Oh,
your
lovely.
original objective. Leave nothing alive.
That dreaded change of plans coming. Right. Alright. So where are we going?
Go on the offensive.
Another thing is, like, this tile set. You know Valkyr's, what is it called, ripline ability? I actually quite like it for this tile set, because in other tiles it's not really useful. But here it's actually useful, like, stuff like that. You can just swing like Spider-Man through the world. It's really fun. Oh, here's another one. The hatches that you find will always be at ground level. That means they doesn't need to be on this level, because there is also a level down there and a level up there, but they are next to the ground on the wall. Same with the door, it's always going to be next to ground. So that helps you find them. The door in this case is up here. Here. So we have half circle, triangle, full square and empty square. We have the empty square there, and I think the others are, let's see, this one there, half circle is there, then down below there we're going to have the triangle. You can see there. And then on the opposite side here, it's going to be there. I have done these a couple of times, as you can see. Now the question is, where is the thingy? And it is in one of these rooms, but I can't remember precisely which one. I think it's on the opposite side. Let's check this first. Yeah, there it is. Boop. So, do that. Do that. I'm not using teleport mainly to show that you don't need movement abilities to really do it. So another laboratory. And another Captura. And there's quite a few different ones, so lots of stuff to do. Really sure this room has one as well. This one I haven't had time to find yet. There's an orange door, but I don't think that's the one that we're going to. No, it doesn't have holograms. Okay, so here is the door. Pretty sure this room has one as well. Yep.
Oh. Relics of a bygone era. My amalgams are the new paradigm.
Ow. I'll do this room in a moment now. Let's go back to this one. So we have triangle, empty square, full square and half circle. So this is the final one. We're probably gonna have to go around. But I don't know if there could be any in the center. So let's see. Square. Nothing here. it does say triangle. All right. Empty square. I have a feeling it might be up there somewhere. Well, it certainly was. Now we just need to find the last hatch. Okay.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now
Woo.
get to extraction.
Okay, so triangle, empty square, square. So we need an empty square. And a triangle. I think the triangle was the one we found up there. No, so we still need the triangle. Could be up here. Nope, not here. Here it is. Okay, so we need to go there, there, and we're going to the orange door. If I remember, should be that there, and then we run down. Just in time. Another one. And a different lab. It's fun to go around and try to find these. This one here. Triangle. Square, or empty square, square, half circle. Half circle is here. In here is the full square. Itchy, yeah. And I know that one of them is here somewhere. And then the other one is over here, I think. Yep. So then we just need the thing to shoot, which is in here. Whoop. So basically what you do is you go there, there, down there, and then to the end. Oh, wrong side. And there is also a courier in this room, but I haven't refound it. I just know that it's here because it was in this room before they did the revamp. So I can't point it out, not yet at least. But, at least there's somewhere. This room looks big and would look like it has something, but it doesn't have one of those rooms. Surprising enough. Yeah, I think also the semi-automatic also gains punch through, if I remember correctly. Also, I don't know what I'm saying, it's not actually capture that we're doing, but we got to do it anyway. The one that we are looking for is rescue. But it doesn't hurt. So we got Gas City Elements, Gas City Lifts, Gas City Central Drop, and Gas City Dead Exit. This is one of the old ones. That is new. I think this is the only old ones we have. Central Drop, Cloud Vista, Corridors, Dead Exit, Elements Distribution, Lifts, Upper Logistics, and Walkway. Walkway is interesting considering it's like not much of a walkway left. Okay, let's see if we can find a rescue. Because of course rescue is one of those that has a special room because the objective requires it. So what did they do in this was what I wondered, and they did something a little different to the usual. We'll see that once we get to it. Wow, the sun's bright tonight.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the holding location.
Corpus have tech weapons. We'll need to be careful.
And in this room is one of the scannable hexanon things. I have yet to manage to actually find out where it is in the room. But if you're standing like right around here with the Helios will scan it. So it's probably like up there or something.
Without rescuing the prisoner. Keep
I
searching.
just can't seem to find it. I haven't tried to like do what is it called? Like I haven't tried to triangulate it yet. They would find it pretty easily, but haven't done that. There's another one of those rooms where I would expect there to be something, but I haven't really found anything. Hello, buddy. Like, look at a room like this. Going through this with Valky is quite fun. I can see orange door, but there's no holograms, so this is not one of those doors. Oh. Looks like it's this room again. Lifts. Get another one of those very iconic rooms that I would expect to have something, but I don't think it does.
My partners and I have been working on a new project, and I wanted you to be the first to see my amalgam.
Oh. Rare mod.
The holding area.
Nope.
Careful. If the wardens detect
No
you,
alarm
they will
for you.
surely initiate the execution
So,
sequence.
you see those two waypoints there? Those are the ones we need to get to.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
The prison complex is in the center. And you can see, basically we need to open it by bringing in the prison cells. And only when they've been brought in can we actually try to open them.
I'm in your debt, Tenno. Let's go home.
Prisoner located. We need to get them back to command in one piece. Find your way to the exits, and don't leave the subject behind.
Give me a weapon and I'll watch your back.
So my colouring of Wisp perhaps a bit unorthodox. Look at how cool this looks. Oh, actually this room here. There's a curio in this room. It was, if you remember this room from before, it looked much the same, like shape-wise, but it's changed a little bit. So, before it was like located in the bottom of one of the windows and you couldn't see it with your scanner. But since the revamp it has moved, so now it's in a different place. You need to get to it. You need to find these alcoves here. There's one on either side, we need to charge them. Do that. Do this. overcharge this thing. Doesn't look very pleasant down there. I'm not really happy about Mocha being down there. Mocha,
I'm bleeding out.
why did you bleed out? There we go. Now it's overcharged. And there it is. All right. Mocha snooze. Mocha, wake up. It's strange how cute an infested creature can be. Okay, so we should bring something a little different for the next bit. Need something that's fairly precise but also shoots quite quickly. Not Grakata quickly, but
Operator,
something
will
that
you be using a
can
bloody
pack
battle?
an immediate punch.
Me too.
Could be something like the Cortec, maybe. Let's bring the Cortec. Currently we have Viral on it, but Viral is actually not the best for what we want to do, so... Not magnetic. What is... Thermite rounds. Radiation is what we want. And then we're going to exchange the Vaco Merlock for Love Bab, which has corrosive and radiation. Pure radiation would probably be better, but it's doing fine as is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the plains. Oh, free roam, Salty.
Why are these fools still breathing my air? This is unacceptable!
Takes on the Stronghold Plains. Augmented armor defection. Doesn't matter, defection against infested, so they don't really have a lot of armor to begin with. And then elemental enhancement exterminate. There is an act this week to do 3, what is it called? Sorties, so if you want to get in on it, it is getting close to the last chance. Actually, I think this is the last that, if you haven't done any before, this would be the last that would still make it. So get in on it. Let's just go straight there. Nighttime. Nightime is actually not ideal. I don't know how long is left after nighttime.
snack.
40 minutes.
You come back
A
again
little bit
soon.
too long. Let's return to see this and then return in a little bit. Because what we're going here for is the thumpers, but the thumpers do not show up at night time, so while that is nice in normal circumstances, when you're looking for them, is a little annoying. But it's okay, we can go and have a look at the spy mission instead. Which is also good because that gives a little bit more to Mocha. Thea. So I'm pretty sure that Nora has started transmitting for the next night wave, but we don't actually have the next night wave yet. It won't come out until after TennoCon, which, speaking of TennoCon, if you haven't seen it, I just want to remind you that on
I need you to
TennoCon
get
Day,
inside
which is the
any
6th
vaults and
of
retrieve
July,
crucial intelligence
next
data.
weekend, there is the streams. Tenno Live is the usual thing they do, but there's actually also another one, which is what is it called? This year is the first year where they're streaming every single panel in the main or on the main stage. And if you watch any of those other non-Tenno Live panels for 30 minutes, then you will get the Lotus ephemera. While if you watch Tenno Live for 30 minutes, you will get a free Necros Prime. Okay. It seemed like redundant stair work, but fair enough. So definitely get both of those. The ephemera, we're not sure it's ever going to return again, so get that. And the what is it called? The Necros Prime. Well, you're going to be able to get Necros Prime from other sources, but he's currently vaulted, and he's very good to have. So if you don't have him, definitely go get him. Oh, bumps.
Alarms have been triggered. You
Yeah,
need to
sorry.
retrieve that data
That
before
was
the
me.
data destruction is complete.
Let's just bypass that. Zeron's already going. Brain fart on my part. Brains. So, what you do for this one is you go in, it'll open either one or the other way. There'll be one guard up, one guard down, and there's one on the opposite side. There is a fourth one at higher level. Once you press either of these, it'll make this and the other one over here blink at random, well not random, but it picks a random pattern that is going to blink, and you need to then go through it so you can see it. Dun, 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 dun. This one I don't really like. This one over here though just goes down, so now you can go through it freely. This one here, whoop, whoop, and it's off. And that guy's the last guard, so you can just shoot him. Hack them on both sides, and then go back up again. Yeah. Just me screwing up there, but brain farts happen. Oh. This is one of the Captura rooms. Strangely enough, it doesn't have a Captura room itself. So, a little weird. I haven't actually gone and looked at all of them yet. So we should probably also do that, but we can do that after this one. So, this one, this is the cooling room. And this is a little buggy. See, this guy started shooting while he was locked in being killed animation, and he's not supposed to do that. But for some reason they can see and shoot your pet while they are being killed, even though they're not supposed to be able to do that. There we go, that takes care of that. Should grab this one. Oh, thanks.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to
Get
hurry.
through those. You can either teleport through them or you can just run between them. Miscalculated.
Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Actually tempted to scrub the last one just to do a test. Might do that. Because I discovered that like normally I don't screw up spy vaults. But I discovered because I was doing an invasion one, and you know in the invasion one there is only a single vault, which since it's an invasion everybody is alerted, so that causes them to kinda start activating alarms and stuff, which is of course a little annoying, but interesting. So the single vault got alerted, and that cost of course 100% of the vaults to be alerted. And that turned the mission into an extermination mission. That has never happened for me before because I don't tend to screw them up. So I think we will use the opportunity here to screw up the last one.
Let's go on the offensive.
Just because why not test it? So this one, and the easiest way is over here. Go through that. That. There's a guard to the left, but you can bypass them. Break that. Step back a moment, because the laser beams are going to come.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before
Must
the
have
data
seen
destruction
Mocha.
is complete.
But you can take him out, just don't touch the lasers there, then you can go through these. There you go. Let's see if it turns into an exterminate mission.
Retrieval
It
was
did.
successful.
Interesting.
We cannot let enemy command know we were here. Eliminate everyone.
Interesting. So yeah, it seems if you trigger all the alarms then you get an exterminate mission to finish off with. Which is interesting. It however only happens if you trigger all the alarms, it seems, because it has never happened for me before, and I level pretty much all gear off of spy missions. Other people swear to leveling off of other things like Hydra and defense, but it's so boring. And if you can do this without screwing up, which obviously this time I couldn't, then you get a lot of bonus experience. Mocha's gonna have fun there. So yeah, that was like a... you learn things every day. Never seen it before. I hadn't seen it since, that's why I wanted to test now that we had the opportunity. But yeah, there's some weird stuff going on where people that should be like taken out by a sneak kill will still be able to both alert others and shoot, which causes the spy balls to be a little tricky if you have a companion running about. But yeah, it's a minor thing, and it's only really an issue in that vault because you're running on coolant and that makes you extra slow. Bring a silent weapon, it's usually not an issue anyway, so yeah. Anyways, we still have a little bit of time before daytime. 26. Let's go do a round of what is it called? Thingy. Let's just do a low risk. I don't want to have to do high level at the moment. Not because it's difficult, but just because they die quicker when they're low level. And we just need some mods from it. Oh, new map. Yeah, they added some new gas city maps to the index, which is interesting. Yeah, it's the one we also had last time. That's what doesn't work on Hildren. Yeah, basically we just want some mods from this. Because even though the mods here are... what is it called? I can see that it was marked red. Even though they are marked as unknown, they are still counting as rare mods, which is quite nice for that specific. If you don't have access to the index, I would recommend instead doing non-endless... what is it called? Non-endless void missions, because then you can find the vault. And you can also find stuff like just lying around. Like there's a lot of them that drop rare moss from containers and things, so it's quite lovely for that. Okay. That's why we work against cheese. Oh, there's the mod.
Things seem tough. Nora knows, but believe. Though it's going out of style, there are people working to make this system a better place.
Can't remember where the ammunition is in this map. Damn you old. We're almost there. So we have 11, a few more. Go. And let's just get out.
Never doubt yourselves, dreamers. This system's up for grabs, and we are coming for it with both hands. Yes, we are.
So we've reached rank 15, and there's no more ranks after that. There's no prestige in the intermission, but we got the Eidolon Ephemera, so let's have a look at it. Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to it. Like, it's really weird. Like, if I'm driving on the road, like, I will not look at road signs. Like, at all. I remember things there by visual indications, but for some reason with the leave or stay voting, for some reason there, the picture's not enough. Same for the void relics, but it might also be that it takes a while to get used to the new thing.
Is that a pun?
So let's try it on Ember, because Ember currently has the smoky body, and it's not the greatest, because as you can see here, I have to use the energy color this way around. Not that it would really work the other way around, but I have to use it this way around so it would fit with this. But the smoking body only uses a single color, which is the primary color, which is bad. So because it doesn't respect both colors, it doesn't really work. So let's try the Eidolon. What I ideally want is I want the... oh yeah, that looks good. I might actually keep that. That actually looks really good. But yeah, I was thinking of getting the blazing step for Ember. It just feels like that would fit very well. We'll see once I eventually get my paws on that, which one I like more. This one is definitely working until then, though. It does look like we're basically burning the ground behind us. I also wanted to try it on Nyx. Now, my Nyx colors are a bit special, so let's see how that works. I also used the smoking body here. Here it actually works out pretty well, because I wanted the lighter look, but I think I would still prefer a different ephemera.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
There's almost too purple in the case of Nyx. So I think for now I will use the smoking bodies still there. I might fiddle a little bit with the colors. Let's see. Did I have anything on mag? I don't think so. Oh, I do have the smoking. Oh, the shocking step. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I would have that on mag. What else would I have on mag? I mean, look at this. It's like the only thing you can have on mag. Yeah, that one we definitely want to keep there. Amalgamove. What could be? Let's try the Eidolon. Because I'm not entirely happy with the ephemera here being the... what is it called? The normal? Because I haven't gone in and fixed the emissive energy here. Should probably do that. Let's see. Can I get a... this is the outside. So let's stick... looks weird. Let's try turning that around. No, not completely satisfied. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that. Yep, we put that on. Yeah, I like that. Mocha's playing too. also definitely want to get the what is it called? The Lotus ephemera. As I said, watch the earlier stream on TennoCon Day. I was planning on doing a stream event on my server, but unfortunately I'm not going to be home, so it's not really going to work. But watch the earlier streams for half an hour, and you get the Lotus ephemera, which is an ephemera that makes like energy lotuses float in the air behind you, which is quite nice. Here, I don't think the Eidolon ephemera would really fit with Wisp because she's not touching the ground, so why would there be stuff on the ground? I feel like the Fae Path is a lot more fitting in that regard. Musical, I don't really feel like any of them fit. Bloody, maybe. Yeah, this is the Fae Path. It's like fireflies and little plant thingies. I will post a reminder in my server. If you want, I can also ping you directly. It should be, if I remember correctly, it should be at 17 my time that it starts, which would be 3.5 hours before now. But it's going to run multiple hours. So it would probably still be doing streams at this time, but you'll be running towards the end of it. So yeah, you can get the exact time by looking at the thing. Let me actually have a look. TennoCon. No, I want the schedule, please. Yeah, so the first stream starts at 12 PM ET, which is of course there, so you can look up that time, but it should be 3.5 hours ago if my Googling has been correct. And then there will be 5 hours of streams, which you can get the Eidolon ephemera from. Then there will be a 1 hour break, and then there will be Tenno Live. I might make it home for Tenno Live. I am not sure. I am going to make a schedule and post it to my server, I think, because I also needed to keep track of things myself. But yeah, day in 9 minutes, great. No problem. Okay, so this gives us an opportunity to do a what is it called? Bounty before we get started on things.
You pay me in red. I pay you in silver.
Let's do a tier 3.
The quills are at it again, telling me an important Orican relic is being unearthed by the Vanir. The quills would like this relic back, and I would like to keep the quills happy. Will you oblige?
Details about this relic and its whereabouts are scarce. I need you to do some digging. Our latest intel points to the armored vault at my waypoint. Break in and look for the relic.
Also, if you're doing Arcwing, like if you're pointing down, this will happen, but if you're pointing up and doing the zooms, I'll do this. This is fun. I can also do it like this. It's a little hard to control it.
armored vault. Take out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data mass, and we'll need that to get inside.
Those devices draw energy from bomb ballists. Make use of them. Next, you attempt to take control of it.
Stop shaking. Stop shaking.
They trapped the data mass. Grab it. Good. Now insert that data mass into the console. If they destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open.
I would really have liked to be home for it because, as I've talked about before, the okay, I don't know what the hell just happened. Something hit me. But what is it called? Like the Evil Irons tournament, I usually do a thing for that, but I haven't been able to do it this year because they cancel it this year.
You captured the location.
So I would have liked to do this instead, even though it's only a single day instead of multiple days. It's a little too many. Need the buff. Too far away. Can't damage the fur box. I was curious because the Soulgate ability doesn't really do object health, it seems. And those do have object health, so I was wondering. I can't destroy things like the barricades and stuff with it, which is a little peculiar. Well, at least this year, if you do fall asleep, I won't be on mic to hear it. I don't know in regards to 10 Alive, like, I will be out, so I don't know if I will make it back in time. Why is it only 1 now? It was 3 a moment ago. I don't know if I will make it back in time. I hope I will. If I don't, it's no big loss. I do have Necros Prime, so I don't really need another. It would be nice if I could like get it and then gift it to someone else, but sadly can't really do that. If nothing else, it's another slot, but I'll probably end up keeping because I'm bad at just keeping. Yeah, if you don't have Necros Prime, definitely go for it, because it is quite nice to have him. You can also, of course, use regular Necros, but if you can get the Prime, why not get the Prime?
Eliminated, the Quill's relics are much safer.
Okay,
We still need to find the one they have. I'm tracking a Grenier agent in possession of the relic. It appears he's trying to get it off the plains on foot. Capture him and the relic. The officer is nearby. Track them down.
Yeah.
There's the officer. Capture them.
I did not actually intend to use Soul Gift, but fair enough. Kindly stop, you bastard.
The relic and the Grenier archaeologist? He and I are going to have an interesting conversation. La tuttino.
Alright, let's see what time it is. It should be daytime. one leg. Two legs. No. Three legs. Nothing too special. Some yuck on stomachs. So bad.
Dead Tenno maggots!
Oh, there's another one. Just a regular thunder now. Oh well, might as well get the drops. Show me your final leg, please. That will do. I think I needed some Kakina antennas.
My favorite ghoul is the one that rips the maggot head off!
fairly far away.
Observe. Animal sign. The Mergu, an avian of ridiculous appearance found along coastal regions and by large bodies of water. Mergus circle and squawk at the sight of marine predators. Many an Ostroid fisher owes their life to these odd little birds. Killing one is considered very bad luck. Tranquilizer ready?
That is coastal Mergu.
A coastal Mergu. You'll see these everywhere along shorelines and around large bodies of water. Prime, this one.
Okay, it is a coastal Mergu that's
Lots
afraid of
deprive
water.
smaller mammals of nourishment. I am content to remove a few, however you see fit.
Oops. Just because of you. We have one. Cool. If you can break one of its legs while it is stumping, then thumping, I guess. Then you're already doing pretty good. Because that will break its stumping. Look at all of them. Oh. Would you like not to do that? copperite alloy. Not that I don't have plenty of copperite, I just don't want to have to craft more copperite alloy. What I need it for is basically the final Thumper plushie that you can get. I need one of those. And I just don't want to go back and like craft stuff for it. It's so shiny there. It is my thingies. I thought for a second that it was like an ashen quarter or something. I find like the best way of getting the driver out is not actually to shoot at it directly, but like you shoot at it like just slightly above and behind the so like if you have it there, for instance, you shoot kind of there, and then you will hit the driver. Like you can do it with a shotgun from pretty far away too. I have sniped down quite a few dartlings with my my stun. Oh, there's another. Well, you disabled. What we're mainly looking for is the special weapon that drops from them. And it would be faster to do it on Domas, but Domas is also more arsy to kill, especially if you're alone, so just because I don't want to deal with that right now, we're just doing bulls. And the grade that you get is dependent on the level of the planes, which is dependent on the last bounty that you did, which is why we did a tier 3 bounty to begin with, because that should, for the most part, spawn bulls. Not every time, but most of the time, while a tier 5 will pretty much spawn exclusively Doma and sometimes bull. I think tier 4 is probably mainly bull, but sometimes Doma, and that sort of thing. I'm gonna need a new drink soon. Oh yeah, well, we're over here. Oh. Interesting. They crashed Thumper. Now this mule what I wanted to talk about was this cave. Because inside this cave, this is one of the really long caves, so it takes a while to go down, but I discovered this. And the funny thing is, if you're going the other way, you can speed up your ascent as well. You can get a little bit quicker in and out of the cave, but of course you need to be careful about not hitting corners and stuff. I don't want to fight your ghouls. Oh, I see one, and it is a bull. I'm actually not completely happy that it drops fish parts, because I feel like it makes the fishing completely redundant. Like, yes, it's random what you get out of it, but I have so many fish parts now that I'm never gonna need more. Like, I have about 50 times more Nog and what is it called? Nog and what is the other one? It's not Glapid. I suddenly not remember what it is. But yeah, I have a lot of those. No, I don't want to play with your rules. Board. Hunting the thumpers, let's say, a weapon that can pack a precise punch on demand. Okay. Preferably radiation damage. I find the quartz hag is doing quite well. I do have primed shred on it, which does speed it up a little bit. So that's definitely nice. But even with the regular quartz hag, you'll be able to do it too. I do recommend putting shred on the quartz hag though, because it is a really nice combo. Shred gives some fire rate increase, which it kinda needs. It is a little slow. But at the same time you also get punched through, which is definitely very, very nice. Because it always helps if you're fighting a group of people that you can shoot through people and hit multiple targets. every time Bayhead comes up like that, it's because I'm just about to go into a ghoul burial ground. I don't wanna. Oh. Stop jumping up and down. No. No. Ran out of bullets. What's it? Last leg is always annoying. No. Aw. Alright, I'm gonna stand here for a second. So, gonna grab a drink. Be right back. And back again. Other things completely unrelated to Warframe. Been craving to play Dark Souls. More been away, as I talked about, so I haven't really gotten around to it. So there'll probably be a Dark Souls stream fairly soon. Might be this weekend. We'll see though. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any definite plans, but I could see something like that. Let's go out and farm the souls that I lost last time. And a little bit extra. I basically did what I intended to do and a little bit on top of it. Like I talked about, I wanted to get to 20,000. So I got that, but I also got another 12,000 because I wanted to get a couple of the what are they called? The purging stones that I talked about. That I wanted to get some of, so I can get a couple of them, and then I also got some to buy some Titanite shards because we're gonna need them eventually. So might as well pick them up while we are close to Andre. But I have resisted the urge to go and explore more. I actually think I know what is behind where we lost the souls. You remember we went up the stairs where there was that boulder knight with the rapier, then past the horde of regular hollow, and then there was the boulder knight up the hallway, which is the one that killed me. And I'm pretty sure behind that is where we would have found Lortrick, which is the golden armor person who showed up in Firelink Shrine, but because we defeated the boss before we found him, he moved there. Because I looked it up and I was confused. I'm pretty sure he was one that you were supposed to save, but apparently you have to save him before you defeat the boss, and we went and defeated the boss. So yeah, you do get a reward for freeing him, but it's like a minor thing. What you get is you get a sunlight metal, not metal, metal, I believe. Which is an object that you need to rank up with the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. But we're not in that covenant at the moment, so not as significant. Denied. Oh, gladiator vice. So it would have been nice to get it, but yeah. You can earn them later. The thing is, I think how it is, like the Warrior of Sunlight is a co-op focused covenant. And I believe the Sunlight Metal is the item that you use to rank it up, which you get from aiding others or getting aid from others from the Covenant. And you can also get them without being in the Covenant, I think, because you can get paired with people who are in that Covenant. Just if you are in the Covenant yourself, then it's more likely to get paired with people of your own Covenant. Oh, I see a wisp. That was a bad place to park my board. And I'm pretty sure you can get the medal if you bring in someone who is from the Warriors of Sunlight. Slayer is part of the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant, which is undoubtedly one of the reasons why the Covenant is so popular. Because everybody loves Slayer. Hello, friend. Fresh from the bag, just a regular from the bag. Yo, go away! Not ideal fighting conditions. I like to mark the last leg once you just have that left to do, because that makes it a little easier to know which way around it you need to go. Targets acquired. Nice. I like getting that one. It's a fairly new mod. It came with the Wolf of Saturn 6. So for people who don't have it, I like to get extra copies. It's pretty good. It basically has a 60% headshot multiplier to weapons, or to sniper weapons. So if you already have a multiplier, it is a marginal increase because it just like adds to that modifier, so you get 60% on top of it. So if you had, for instance, 80% to begin with, then you'll now have 140. Here, another one. But if you don't have, then it will add on top of it, which means that it becomes fully multiplicative, which regular fun, but still. would say it's better on the it's better on a sniper that doesn't have a headshot multiplier already, but can add something more to the others. However, you do have the benefit that if you have one that is a headshot sniper, you're already trying to get headshots, so you get more for what you're already doing, while the other you would have to start getting specifically headshots. Though with a sniper, why are you not trying to get headshots anyway? Because even though you can get your bonuses without, it's still significantly better. Ow. It's still significantly better because headshots just do more damage. What does that sound? Could be Mocha, of course. I keep trying to hit one of these trees and just launch myself. I did it once by accident. What I did was I got my boost. Let's see if we can do it. So, like, a tree like that, for instance, might be good. So we need to do... like that, but then you need to hit it like on the side. So that you get launched forward. Okay, not ideal. Because if you hit it straight on, then you just fall off. Let me just get some healing going. Shaking the screen. Pretty sure that Bolka was still there last time I was here. Oh. It's a burial ground. Damn it.
Got something. Heavy hitter. You come back again soon.
Okay, that's a bug. Definitely harder to grind in the plains, just because it's harder to find the things you're grinding on. Like, you're already in the air, so it's like harder to aim for them. Unless you scout an area first, of course. Like, for instance here, I cannot make it to that one. I am missing. Okay, not sure what hit me. Let's make this one the last one. Let me mark the day. Alright, let's head back. I think there's a 2.5% chance that it drops from the bull and a 5% chance that it drops from the Doma. Doma is just more fun to fight if you have another person, just because it is a little bit of an ass. They have the same patterns, just they do it a little more so. The Doma knocks you down a little bit more. Still very doable solo. Just don't want to bother today. But if you want, I recommend doing a tier 5 bounty, going out and fighting, fighting the Domas, because you will get like a good amount of Domas if you do that. So let's see what we got out of it. An M3, some Seedus Wisp, 3 rare mods from them, 12 Karkina, 20 Cupright, 85 Cut, 17 Kupala, Oran, Crimson, Yakwan, Iridite, Sharak, Diva Paro, Nith, Ferrous, Tralak, Shark, Macrae, Mortis, more fish, and some serum beetle shells. So yeah, Cuddle, that's the other one. You won't need stuff again, which is kind of sad because I do like the fishing. And I still go out and fish.
Others have one price for locals and one for off-worlders. Me? I give you the local price every time.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm still missing this one, and it's just because I can't be asked to go and craft the copyright. I should just do it.
With the world, then everything becomes a game, friend. This place will teach you that.
Okay, so there was a Cephon strike with a Sakala grip, but that's too easy.
Oof. That last customer, nice guy, but couldn't eat water if he fell out of a boat. What do you need? Today's special is a thing of such beauty that I had to slap head like for looking at it indecently.
Cephon and Sakala. That's what I too. Actually a pretty decent weapon. Mainly slash focus, but also with a few others, which is quite nice if you want to do something like a condition overload build. It is a 20/20 because of the Cephon, and it has the Jai 2, which means that it remains balanced but gives you speed. I always like the Jai links, but sometimes I toss in a Warframe or in a corner. So, good daily if you want to spend platinum. Definitely not bad.
Come back soon.
I have Griederwolle, which is in comparison Sephon with a Stung and a Jaitu, so almost the same except the Stung gives more damage and slower strikes, while the Cicala gives faster strikes but less damage, which is really nice if you want to, for instance, just toss on a bunch of slash procs. But I wanted to do something different because I'd already done that with other swords, so that's why I made the Griederwolle here a little different. This was basically meant to be unorthodox, so it is running a slightly different build comprising of Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds. It has no elemental, it just has a bunch of slash. And is it better than the other? Probably not, but I wanted to do something different. Papa! Alright, let's hop back to the lander. It's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a little while because I'm basically out of things to level. I've done all the weapons. The things that I'm missing is... I'm missing 2 Warframes because I can't be asked to go and get them. Harrow and Nidus. And I'm missing a few primary, secondary and melee weapons, which is the Prisma, the Vandal and the Wraith weapons, as well as the Mara technically. From Barrow, because a lot of them I haven't bought yet because I'm not interested in them, but I'm gonna pick some up during TennoCon. Yeah, the robotic, I'm only missing Carrier. The companions I'm missing quite a few of because I have Papa and now I have other Papa. So I haven't really bred more, but I will be breeding more Papas.
Operator,
because I want
were
more.
you visualizing a bloody battle?
The boards I have not crafted yet because of the naming bug. I don't want to pay platinum if I don't have to. And I think it's still bugged that you actually can't name your board even if you do pay platinum, so I don't know. And Arc Gun and Arc Melee, I'm missing one of each because I forgot some parts, but I'm on my way back to pick that up. And amps, as I said, I'm missing 3, and that's because I would be done, but then there's those blasted guild and item acts. And I don't want to go and waste resources, and for that matter slots. So yeah, I'm just getting these up, and then I'm gonna turn over and go for parent sequence and get the last parts that I'm missing. And then I will basically be done. Now, I want to have a look here. Papa? You were just there.
Well put together, operator. Now get
I
out
need you
there
there so I can see you.
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
Okay, so that's the base color. Why does it turn pink? It's really weird. It added the default energy. There's a bug there. It changed the energy color to then add in the energy color to then not have it changed. Weird. And it does not reproduce it. No. I don't know. I won't be doing that. Not right now, at least. Would do the sweater, but I feel like that is Amber's. These armors are all so weird. Like, okay, this does not work. It looks really weird. This one works, but it is also basically made for the Helmets charger. But yeah, I just wanted to see how it looked. But I have snooze. Alright, so what time is it now? It's getting close to 10 o'clock. Probably won't be going too much longer. Mainly because it is bloody hot here.
Now just think, you know it.
So I want to do this. I wanted to do something before we call it off though, and that is to go and see Samaris. We have a target, but that's not why we're going. And while we're going, we might as well visit Barrow so we can see what's there. It's a little weird because Barrow's here today and it's going to be there next week as well. But that's the Tenocon relay. Which, in order to be able to get to the Tenocon relay, you need a digital Tenocon ticket. Or any of the other tickets, but those are sold out. But you can still buy the digital one. It gives access to the Barrow Tenocon relay. And Barrow will be bringing every item he's ever brought, so if there's something you've been waiting for, that is the place to pick it up. That's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and basically buy all the weapons that I can, that I want. Like, I would like the Volcar Wraith, probably the Prisma Obex, which is technically here this week, but I might as well wait until I can see other things.
May I extend an invitation to you?
The Prisma Grimlock is a good buy.
From the Void is now available for viewing.
Like, he does have quite a few weapons that are quite decent. I do like the Prisma Gorgon. There's better weapons, but if you have a Riven, the Prisma Gorgon has the best possible disposition. And I have a Riven that is really good.
Browsing is always free. How fortunate for you.
If you're not a Prime Frame, he will talk down to you. The Prisma Twin Gremlins is a very good weapon, definitely recommended. The Prisma Grakata is a very good weapon, especially if you got the Shoot Like Crazy mod from the last Nightwave, which I did. So yeah, I definitely had to get the Prisma Grakata from that, so that I can get even crazier shooting. But this week we have the Pack Leader and Glaring sigils, but now as emblems, which means that you get it on your shoulder. Those are quite nice. I would use them if I wasn't always using our clan emblem, but I like our clan emblem, so that's what I'm keeping. Also, it's not directional, like it looks weird when it's facing backwards, so this will probably go on the left side. Which makes me wish that they were kind of like facing opposite directions, so I could put one on either shoulder. But you can pick those up. Then there's the primed faction damage mods for pistols. Fever Strike, Quick Draw, which Quick Draw is pistol reload speed. Prisma Obex, Prisma Twin Gremlins. If you don't have it, this is a very good weapon. It's one of my favorite secondaries. So, definitely one I'd recommend. Like, as always, there's probably some that are better, but this is a bloody good weapon. You can see here 23-23. Lower critical multiplier than normal, but it does have a higher than normal critical chance and a fairly decent status chance. Mainly slash and puncture with some impact, which is usually what you want because impact is not the most useful. And then it's fully automatic. It is also very good in regards to like aiming. If you're not aiming down sights, it is spreading out a lot more, but if you're aiming down sights, it's a lot more precise. So it's not precise, but it's fairly precise. So you can hit people even at long range with it. Or if you're shooting into a group, just don't even aim and just shoot, and it'll just rip the group apart. Katia armor set, Anpu staff skin, and Sugatra. Yeah, Sugatra. Katia Atmos mask, Scimitar skin, Katia palette if you don't have it. I don't use it a lot, but it is nice to have in some cases. Like it is a little monotone, but there's some of the green greys that are quite nice, and it has some very nice cyans. Then we have the Inneros Captura, the Tomb Captura, the Nexus fur pattern, which of course does not work on Mocha, because Mocha is not a normal Cupro, but it gives like a striped pattern over the back and legs, which is quite nice.
A little out of your reach. Perhaps a Darvo deal would be more your speed?
Screw off. I bought stuff earlier. But yeah, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go in here. Because if you don't know, here with the Cimeris, there is all the different mastery tests here where you can go and take the test. But you can also practice your tests. And we just did 26 today, but there's now 27, which is the last one that is actually available. You can see here, this one here does not exist yet. These three does not actually exist in the game. They are not physically possible to reach because there's not enough mastery in the game. There is enough to reach this level though. I don't know if I can reach it. I think I can, but I can't remember how much there's like spare, because like there's things like Excalibur Prime, Leto Prime, Bratton, no, not Bratton Prime, what's the other one? Scanner Prime, which we can't get. You have to be a founder to do or to get those. So since you can't be a founder or become a founder now, that means you can't get them anymore. So there's at least 12,000 there, and there's also some other stuff that is unobtainable. So yeah, and then there's also of course like primes that are vaulted, like I don't have the dual cameras. I don't have the Vectus Prime. That's another one I need to get. And I don't have the Carrier Prime. Carrier Prime would be 9,000. That would be another 6,000. So, yeah. But we can try out the test. Even though we're not high enough to actually do it yet.
Tenno, demonstrate superior battlefield efficiency. Kill and scavenge for beacons, and then quickly deliver them to the drop-off to earn the points needed to complete this test.
The last point. Oh, Okay, that's how it works. I was confused because, like, in regular index, you just bang by running over it. Here you have to press a button. I didn't see that. We'll try again.
Most disappointing. Only return when you are ready for this challenge.
We're scouting it out, Lotus.
Tenno, demonstrate superior battlefield efficiency. Kill and scavenge for beacons, and then quickly deliver them to the drop-off to earn the points needed to complete this test.
I just need to get back without dying.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete.
Not too bad. I don't really see a point in like running the risk of going with more points, because you don't get bonus points like you do in the index from taking the higher risks, so why would you? Just risk losing more time, so probably do it in a few more runs, but yeah, it'll be the next test that we do. Eventually, in a long while. It's gonna be a while before we get to that, so it's definitely not something that will like happen within the first month. I need to do a lot of breeding to get there. But Papas and stuff do give 6,000, so what are you doing up there? Silly Papa. Alright, I think we're gonna call it there. Let's head back and let's go and pet Papa. We've done everything I really wanted to do tonight. We have hunted some, what is it called, some thumpers, we did mastery, we matured Mocha, we visited the gas city, did some of the rooms. As I talked about, keep an eye out for those hatches on the walls, they're very easy to spot, or the orange door with the orange hologram over top. If you see those as you're going through the hallways, you know that this room has one of these puzzles. All the things for that specific puzzle has to be within that tile, so you don't need to go outside the tile, which helps a little bit in finding it. And then you just need to locate those glowing boxes, as Mo calls it, the boom boxes. Shoot that, and then all the hatches open, and then you just need to locate them all. The door will show either 3 or 4 symbols. I've never found any that doesn't have 3 or 4. It will also show the order which you need to press them, and then you need to go and find the hatches where they are, or which symbol they have, thus figuring out their order. Usually it is the most obvious order, but there is a couple where you need to go a little weird.
Are you enjoying the view?
Like there's one where you need to go from the door to the furthest one away to the one halfway to open the door. So most of them know is the most obvious route, but yeah, keep an eye on it. I can hear there's now music in the background. But keep an eye out, have some fun finding them. They are very fun to figure out. I had a lot of fun sitting a couple of days and just like finding different puzzles. So definitely something I would recommend. It's a nice little addition to it. And I haven't shown them all tonight, just a couple. So there's still some to find for yourself. Let's take Papa to pillow and then we call it off now that they've started making noise in the background. Alright, so let's hop out of the game. Get some ending music going. So, that is it for tonight. It's a little bit of a shorter stream than usual, but I was expecting it to be a little shorter. I needed to start early because of Mo. But also I wanted something a little more casual tonight. As I talked about, there will probably be a Dark Souls stream relatively soon, but because I have been craving, that's the words I was trying to say, to continue that. It might be as early as tomorrow, or Sunday or Monday, we'll see. But it depends how things fit, because I'm also doing other stuff, but we'll see how it works out. But there will probably be one soon, so very likely that there will be a stream before next Friday. Otherwise, the next one will be next Friday, but keep an eye on my Mastodon and my Twitter, where I will post if I'm doing something. Otherwise, I'm gonna get going for now. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time, whenever that might be. take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again then. Bye-bye, everyone, and good night. Bye. Bye.